This is section 7.3, example 4. 9x plus 5y equals 34. 8x minus 2y equals negative 2. Once again, as we look at our coefficients, the 9 and the 8 will not cancel when we add them up, neither will the 5 and the negative 2. However, at least the 5 and the negative 2 are opposites of each other in terms of one a positive and one a negative. So what I need to do is I need to multiply each equation by a different number to get a common number that are opposites. What I mean is, it would sure be nice if that was 10y and that was negative 10y. Well, to do this, I'm going to multiply the first equation to get 10y. The first equation I'm going to multiply by 2. So let's do that now. 9x times 2 is 18x. 5y times 2 is 10y. 34 times 2 is 68. Now, the opposite of positive 10y is negative 10y. So to get negative 2 to become negative 10y, we're going to multiply the second equation by 5. 5 times 8x is 40x. 5 times negative 2y is negative 10y, which is what we want. And 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. We're now going to add these up vertically because now we have a system that can be solved with elimination. The x's add up to 58. X. The y's drop out, and the numbers on the right also add up to 58. This is very convenient because when you divide both sides by 58, obviously the answer for x is 1. With this first answer, we're going to plug it back into either the first equation or the second equation to solve. I'm going to choose the first equation for no other reason than the y is positive. 9x plus 5y equals 34. I plug the x in as 1, and I'm going to solve the equation from there. 9 plus 5y equals 34. I subtract 9 from both sides, and I get 5y equals 25. I divide both sides by 5, and I get y equals 5. This is my second equation and my second solution. I now need to check it. Since I used the first equation to solve it, I'm going to use the second equation to check. 8x minus 2y equals negative 2. For the x, I put in a 1. For the y, I put in a 5. Equals negative 2. 8 times 1 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 8 minus 10 is negative 2, so the problem checks. And my answer, 1, 5. This concludes our section of questions. Our homework for this tonight is on section 7.3, page 357, 1 through 7 all, numbers 9, 10, and 12. Just a reminder, you need to work on your practice quiz for our quiz on Thursday from section 7.1 through 7.3a, this section on elimination. That practice quiz is found in your note packet. For each of your problems on your elimination stuff tonight, you're going to use one full column per problem. So, for these problems, it should be very doable to do with the paper that you have on your spirals.